Hey everyone, it's Antonette of Montalvo International, and I just wanted to jump on and give another word that the Lord was kind of releasing to me right now based off of a interesting kind of funny situation. But especially as many of you are coming very close to the breakthrough, to the promise that the Lord has been speaking to you about. The enemy is launching an all-out crazy attack, situations, circumstances, confusion, chaos, things that just don't make sense against the people who have yielded themselves to God. Like, he is not even trying to play games at this point. He's just going haywire. But one thing that the Lord told me and what I heard him say was stay focused. Stay focused and more to the point, focus. So it was interesting how he was talking to me about that. And, there was just a whole host of things that popped up not too long ago while we were out running errands. But in regards to this particular situation and just what he's saying, I don't know if it was an update on my phone or what happened, but, if you have an iPhone, there is an option where you can put your focus status. You can put, if you're at work or if you have a meeting or you just have a period of time in your schedule that you just want to focus on something, you can put on that focus status and it provides notifications to certain people or your entire contact list that you are busy and, you may not get their notification or their alert right away. And so I had used my focus status not a little bit ago, but, I had turned it off and just assumed that it was off. But my husband was working on something and he was using his computer to message me. And he said, "Why are your notifications saying silent? Why do you have silent notifications on here? It's been up for a few days now." And I was like, "I don't think I have that on my phone right now. I don't think that's what I have it set to, because I know it wasn't on the focus status. It wasn't highlighted, none of that." And so I went and I was like checking through my phone, checking through my focus status and all these different kinds of things, going into my settings, researching it to try to figure out why when I didn't select focus. And I'm reading up, what I need to do. And I see something that says go to the settings and, change it from focus on to focus off from everyone so that your notifications can go through. And so I did that, and as I was just thinking about that and something had come up, and hopefully you're tracking with my story, and my husband and I were talking about something and he was like, "What do you feel like God is saying in this situation?" And immediately I heard the Lord say, focus. Silence all other notifications, silence all other noise, silence all other issues, silence all other things that you think that you may try to run to, rationalize, take as a plan B, whatever it is, because of the pressure that's happening. And, for those who may watch this video after the fact, I posted another video actually earlier today about high and low pressures that are happening right now, and how I heard the Lord say lift, and that all these opposing forces that might be coming up are really working together to lift you or to get you higher or to move you forward in what God is doing, to kind of lift off. And it has to do with planes and flight and all that kind of stuff. So I encourage you to listen to that video if you haven't. But as I was just thinking through that, I'm like, wow, because he said, what is the Lord saying about this? And I was like, at first I was like, I don't know. And then I said, wait, no, I do know. He's saying focus. He's saying silence the notifications. And it was interesting because we were actually listening to this song not too long ago, and it was kind of a remix by somebody else. But there's a song that goes, open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. But this remix version that we were listening to, the guy in the song was singing, silence the noise of my mind, Lord. Silence the noise in my mind. I want to see you. Or no, he said, I want to hear you. And so it was interesting because it was his own spin on it, but he was, here in this building singing, beautiful acoustics, but you could feel like almost the pain in his lyrics, but he was saying, silence the noise in my mind. I want to hear you. And all of a sudden, like I said, it was like all those different pieces just fell together in one space. And it was just like this revelation hit me that God was saying, silence all other things, silence the notifications, silence all other noise, and focus in on what I've told you. Focus in on what I've promised you. Focus in on what I've said. Don't look at all of the confusion, the chaos, the this, the that. Focus. Stay focused on what God is saying, because the ploy, the tactic that the enemy will try to use, especially when you are right there on the verge of breakthrough, is distraction, is chaos, is confusion, is, this feeling of like, okay, maybe I missed it. Maybe I didn't hear right. Maybe it's this, maybe I got to look for another option, this, that, and the other. And God says, focus, focus, silence all notifications, silence any other noise, any other words, any other things, and stay focused on what I have told you. And so I just encourage someone right now as well, stay focused, focus, focus. Silence the noise, silence the notifications. Don't start trying to scramble to look for option B, C, D, E, F. Stay on task for what he has said and what he has promised, and watch him do what he said he would do. In Jesus' name.